And now, a non sequitur.
Here's something I like to talk about. What if you're it's not a joke. Like I'm serious. If you go out with a woman that does like adult movies, do you think you should be willing to be in the movies with her? Or do you think she might like that? That come up? You think, or people like, well, why can't you be in the movies? Are you ashamed of it, or it's not an issue?
No.
It's like a separate thing.
Separate thing, completely separate thing.
I mean, a lot of times the women do. I notice they do end up working with their boyfriends, but that's if the guy wants to do it.
Dude, I've dated like 2 or 3 strippers. I've never had a stripper go, "Hey, do you want to get up on stage with me?" You know what I'm saying?
They also do
like-
porn.
Some of them, yeah. It's just I think like here's the thing: the percentage of those women who lose boyfriends or husbands, it's very high, because like after a while it just becomes like, unless it's just something you've accepted and you really mean that from the fucking bottom of your heart, it's a hard thing to get past for most people. But
But
it is what it is.
I don't even want to hear about a girl who I'm dating is going to give somebody a massage, you know.
So that's actually an interesting point. Would you be okay with an ex porn star?
Yeah.
I would be too. I have no issues with that.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind.
I would be okay with a stripper, to be honest with you, if I trusted her.
Would you ever
And
watch?
I can prove it.
Would you ever? I loved having girlfriends that were strippers, man. They fucking smelled great. I'd always want them to shower after they got home, because there's guys that are just
All
like
those
fucking
dicks.
trying to put their. Nah, it's not the dicks. It was just the fucking hands.
You don't mind the
and
dicks
mouth.
in their vaginas? You don't mind that? You don't mind?
No, well, dude, no. The strippers that I dated wouldn't fuck
I'm
anybody.
joking. Come on.
But you know, it's just like, and if they did, it would just be a different relationship. And I never thought that I was going to marry either one of them. I thought we were just going to fuck.
Did you meet her at the strip club, or did you meet her at another place?
One I met at the strip club, one I met outside of the strip club. So one I met just hanging out with fucking friends. And then the other one I used to go and see her constantly. I had gotten lap dances from her, but I had basically lived at a strip club for fucking months and then worked at one for a few months. And I took everyone there. Jordan knows the strip club.
God, you work there?
What did you do
Yeah.
for the strip club? What was your job?
I would take money for them to go and get private dances.
And I would I would be the one who personally put the jizz into the bucket.
Yeah. It was just, dude, it was the stupidest, easiest job in the world.
I've never seen that. The ones I've been to, they never had that job. You just give the money to the woman. I never experienced a club that had that job.
Every single strip club I've ever been to had a guy that collected the money for
Oh,
the
you mean like
private
at the end of
dance.
the day, or not like per
No.
person? Is that?
No, per person.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, I haven't gone to that many, but the ones I never experienced that.
No, Angel would just stop by at the end of when they're about to close
Yeah.
and just collect all the money, hand it
I
over
mean,
to the
here's-
boss. And,
Here's the thing. Every time those girls, before they go into a back room with somebody, do you think that that the owners or anybody fucking trust those girls with fucking... Fuck no. Those guys are just like, cool, how many songs are you paying for? Great, it's this much money. They take their cut, and right then and there, they divvy out what's the girl's cut. And then I never went to a rub and tug either.
yeah, no, I'm actually, I enjoy massages. I just enjoy.
Well, I
the
don't even
massage.
like massages.
Oh man, love them.
I love it when people rub my feet or my arms, but not my back or anything else.
I like
I'm
it
just
when people rub my feet, my arms, you know, and my back. But I also like it when they rub my dick. But I don't need to wind it up into the same experience.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's just I've never been into handies. Like I've never been into fucking.
What if
hand
they?
job.
What if they put a bunch of lube all over it?
I mean, I've never tried it. I'm, you know,
Oh,
down to experiment.
buddy,
Yeah, no, never tried it.
man.
Never tried it. I've always just had the times that I have. It's always been dry, and I'm just like, you're trying to tear my dick off.
Well, that's
Like,
because
stop.
girls don't know what to do. But or you say make it really wet, baby.
No, the
Make
only
it really
time
wet, baby.
the only time I really like it is if someone just like we're making out and someone. I've had a chick just dive a hand inside my pants and just grab my dick. Like then I'm just like, yeah.
What,
There's
but
your
she
tagline.
she starts boxing your dick. You know, like I like it when she boxes.
There's your highlights right now. You got highlights
I
for
don't
your
want to
highlight
hit
clips.
my dick.
Thanks for ruining the highlight clip.
I don't know, man. I always wanted. But I know I did. I really always wanted to go to a whorehouse. My dad talked about that shit. It was like a rite of passage for like so many guys for a while. But I don't know. There's also a piece of me where I'm just like a nice guy. I don't want to subjectify this, that, and the other. But it's like it seems like the girls at the Bunny Ranch
You'd be subjectifying yourself. Oh, okay.
I don't. I don't. The girls at the Bunny Ranch seem to be like, oh, hey, I get a good wage for this. I get paid. You know. I talked to.
I was asking someone for a review yesterday, and they said, they did it, and then they say, I feel like a whore. And I said, it's surprising how many whores actually don't mind being whores.
Yeah, no, the strippers that I dated were always rolling in fucking cash.
Were they always complaining, or were they always like...
No, they liked it.
They liked it. See,
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's
so-
true or not. Yeah, they liked it, huh?
Well, it's funny because I ran into the girl that I used to date a few years back. I went back to Pope's just to see. I was like, holy shit, this place is still open. And it's run, like if you thought it was run down before, it is fucking falling apart at the seams. And it's funny, the girl I used to date was there managing the place. And I was just like, what the fuck are you
Pope's.
doing here? Yeah. And yeah, so she worked in Arizona for a while. She worked in Vegas. We broke up because she's starting to have a little bit of a drug problem. And she was tough. She was tough as nails. Beautiful. Not like super, like, not, I don't know. Different. But,
She
I
was
thought
different
gorgeous.
looking.
She was different. I thought she was very attractive, but she wasn't like, I don't know. She wasn't like supermodel attractive. She was just a very pretty girl. But it's funny. One of the times that I hung out with her after work, she beat the shit. She used to carry around this little metal
She
toy
beat the
lunchbox.
shit out of you. God, Angel, why do you always get in these relationships?
She beat the shit out of a guy in the fucking back room. She beat him like with this toy lunchbox until his fucking face was just a mess.
His
And
face
we had
was
to
messed
drag.
with the lunchbox.
Oh, dude, she beat him fucking halfway unconscious, and we had to drag him out. And then we actually stayed outside with him, poured water on his face, and we're like, "Hey, dude, are you okay?" And he was just like, "Yeah." And they called a cab and left.
Did I tell you my stripper story? I was at Fantasy Island in L.A.
Are you talking about the?
I'm going to make you more relaxed about telling your story here, okay?
All right.
So
Let's hear it.
I'm in Fantasy Island, and it's only a bikini bar, but they basically do everything with a bikini on, which is fine with me, to be honest with you, because it's like, I don't know, for some reason I feel it's more fun because I know I'm not going to like be fucking any of these girls, I guess. Now I think differently, but back then I was just like, why am I doing that? I'm not going to fuck them. So they're in their bikinis and they're dancing around and everything, and some unnamed people were there and from work, and he was about to get married, so he had a bunch of people from work there whom I all knew. And I said to this girl, "Hey, why don't you go over there and give this guy a dance?" Yeah. And I paid her the money, and she jumps on this groom-to-be lap and starts going gink, gink, gink. That's the thing with the bikini bar, you don't get private dance, you just get it right there. So it's fun to see your friends get horny and boners. And so she's dancing on him like, yeah, right? And he's like, because he wouldn't do it. So I got him to do it. And then I see him pay her, not just a tip, but like pay her, like actually pay her again. I already paid her. So I'm just like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? You know? And she like runs away, and I'm like, hey, hey, you know, kind of thing. And then it's like her turn to dance, you know? So the guy's like, all right, everyone, give it up for Shabba Hey, you know? And then she gets up and starts dancing, and I run to the thing where she's like dancing in her bikini, and I'm screaming, what did you do? You know, I'm drunk, you know, I'm like, you took money twice. Horrible. And everyone's laughing at me because I'm going horrible to a fucking stripper, you know? And anyway, I ended up talking to her on the side, and I'm like, listen to me. I know what you done. I know what you did. You know, like I paid you already, and you took 2 payments from this interaction. So you owe me a dance. And she was like, okay, you know, kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, listen, okay. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to dance on that guy now, you know, like, I don't know why I'm like giving dances away to all my friends, you know, but anyway, I'm like, you're going to dance on that guy now. And I want to make it very clear. I'm not going to pay you any more money. Okay. Cause I know how these girls work, you know? And so I think she went and danced on Jay, you know, Jay. And then I'm like, before the song was over, or I think it's 2 songs, right? Before the songs were over, I'm like, all right, now dance on him. Okay, now dance on him. No. You know, like I'm like telling her what to do, and I'm pleasuring all these men, you know. And after all this, she comes back, and I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, you ended up being a good person after all. And she's like, yeah. So you owe me for 3 dances, you know. And I was like, what? You know, and I'm sitting at a table with a bunch of like drinks on it, and I go, wait a minute, hold on a second. No. I told you specifically that I wasn't going to pay you any money. She's like, yeah, but I gave dances. But I said, you took money twice for 1 dance, and that's the whole reason I had you do it. And I told you I wasn't going to pay you any money. And she's like, that's bullshit. Fuck you. And I go, where's your manager? Where's your manager? I have to talk to your manager. And she goes, you fuck. And she grabs one of the empty cups on the table, and she goes like this, and there's nothing in it, so it just kind of splashes on my face. And I'm like, you know, and then she goes, fuck, and she grabs another one, and she tries to do it again, and that one's empty. So again, and I'm just like, listen. And then she takes the fucking thing and smashes my head with it. She took the empty glass and smashed my fucking head with it because she couldn't splash water in my face. So I'm like, dung, and I go, oh, and it didn't break. And immediately, it's amazing. Immediately, some huge pair of arms just grabs her, just like around her and yanks her off. And I'm just like, what the fuck? It just happened, you know? And I stand up, and I'm going, shit, you know, and they're down the hallway arguing, her and the bouncer, and I look down the hallway, and I see her down the hallway like this. I see her like this going. And I'm going, and by the way, I'm like going, and that fucking, and she's pointing at me wildly and going, fuck, you know. And I'm going, fuck this bitch. Fuck this shit. There's no way I'm hanging out for this crazy-ass story she's giving him right now. And I turn to my party, and I'm going, guys, we got to get the fuck out of here. We got to get out of here. And one person decides to join me leaving, and all the rest of them are like sitting there with their boners going like, what? What's going on, you know? So I'm like, fuck this, get the fuck out of here. And one of them saw what was going on. He's like, fuck this, and he's chasing after me. And I'm so fucking nervous that I'm walking out of there, like speed walking like a fucking 55-year-old woman, you know, out of there. And I was so fucking scared that I shit myself on the way to the front door. So I shit my pants on the way to the front door trying to get out of there. So I get out of there. And now I'm with this guy from work, right? And this guy at work, and anyone who from work knows who this guy is. This guy from work, I liked him a lot. I liked the guy, but for some reason he'd always go like blowing out his nose, going like this. You know, it's like a tick or something like this. Anyway, what was it? He got a ride with one of the people inside. So I'm just like, fuck, man. And we're waiting for them. They don't come out. And I'm going, fuck, you know, and we're kind of like calling them, and we're just like, dude, they just freaked out. All this shit happened, and they said, dude, something else happened, and someone's getting into a fight over here, and this is going on. So nobody really cares about what you've just done. So we're staying, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm with this guy. He doesn't have a ride, okay? And I've got shit in my pants, right? So I'm going, oh my God. And he's from work, you know? So I say, shit. So I have to deal with this situation because I got to drive him home. So I say, oh, dude, hold over real quick. I got to take a piss, man. I got to take a piss real quick, you know? So he's like, yeah, cool, man, cool. So I go around the corner and I find like a dumpster kind of alleyway dumpster, like a space behind a dumpster, you know. I get behind there and fucking, what is it, West LA basically, and I take off my pants and my underwear. I take my underwear with my naked body and I wipe my ass with my underwear. And then I throw the underwear away and I put my pants back on. Fucking smart, man. Super smart. So I go back, and obviously I'd taken longer than a piss. Go back. I come up. Obviously I'd taken a long time wiping my ass with my underwear. I come up. And the fucking guy, when I approach this guy, he goes, "Would you take a shit?" And that was that.
Oh, that story. That's still.
That's a nice story.
That's a great one.
Would you take a shit?
Would you take a shit?